Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Andrew from Core Confidence Coaching here in Melbourne, and we have the iconic Flinders Street station behind us. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how the dating scene here is in Melbourne, based off a Melburnian, of course, and a Melbourne dating coach. So I'm going to give you 3 things that can really help assist you in the dating scene here in Melbourne. Now, we get a lot of inquiries from a lot of single men every day saying that, I haven't found the right one. I don't know if Melbourne's the right city to date in. I can tell you right now, having lived here most of my life, born here, I can certainly say out of all cities here in Australia, you've got really good diversity. Here and in Sydney, you've got really good diversity of women, and it's very multicultural, and you can't complain. You know, if you lived in, say, a place like Adelaide or Tasmania, you're kind of probably struggling. Now, the challenges that people come to me with is, what do you reckon of the Melburnian girls? You know, the Aussie women. They come with entitlement. They come with, a bit of attitude. And I just don't know if I want that. They've got very strong they've got very strong feminist views, not feminine. And I absolutely agree, because the Australian culture here has really made its way in society to really build up women in good ways of their job equalities. And so, what comes with that is also, strong personalities, unfortunately. And it's whether you like it or don't like it. Like, you got to understand what type of personality traits that you find attractive in a long-term partner and in a woman, of course. So what is that? If it's not in the Aussie culture, then hey, maybe Australia's not the place for you to date. But for the most part, as I was saying in the start of this video, we have diversity. You get so many people from different countries all around Europe, Asia, you name it, people from America. And so that's why we have good opportunities here in Melbourne. But here are my 3 tips that I want to give you that can really expand on your dating life here in Melbourne. Number 1 is cold approaching. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the terminology cold approaching. I feel like people on the internet, they're very familiar with the terminology of cold approach, but it sounds very like, what do I say? Sounds like a term that a predator would use, someone that's like stalking his prey. But hey, it was evolved in the whole pickup community. People know what that terminology is all about. And so, we use it, but I really don't like the term. But hey, what is it about? It's about when a guy sees an attractive girl, he doesn't know her. So she's basically cold, right? Your sister, your good friends, they're hot, like they're in your hot market, so cold. It's like cold reaching, when you're doing sales. So when you see an attractive woman that you want to say hi to, we want to approach her as a man. So it's cold approaching. Now, I believe in this day and age, in 2025, it's so essential, right? We did have a bit of a stigma for a while of people not really being fond of the whole cold approaching, because let's put it, like, so many pickup artist communities have grown in the most toxic way as possible. And so it's given this name a really bad image, giving this industry a really bad image. But if you develop this skill of seeing an attractive girl and you want to go say hi to her, that's what it's all about. It's not about walking through the streets of Melbourne or Sydney for 5 hours straight on a Saturday and saying, hey, I need to get 50 phone numbers before I go home so I can get laid tonight. That's not what it's about. Hey, if you want to do that for practice, that's great. But if you're doing this day in and day out for 5 years straight, that is a really toxic mindset. I can tell you right now, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, women will sense that straight off the bat, and they will decline you. They will filter you out in a heartbeat. I can tell you right now. So it's a toxic mindset altogether. It's a toxic way of living. So cold approaching, yes, I can talk about on future videos on how to get good at that. But if you are certainly wanting to learn that, we can do this coaching 101 here in Melbourne. Again, as I said, Melbourne's a great city to be meeting people, meeting women. Okay. Number 2 is social events, going on Meetup, going on Eventbrite. You've got so much diversity of events to go to. You've got singles dating events, speed dating. You can even go to things that are of fun nature, like hobbies, that include both men and women. So one thing that I definitely recommend to a lot of my clients, both men and women, is Latin dancing, because you've got to meet the opposite sex, you've got to dance with them, and you've got to be somewhat socially calibrated and have a bit of confidence to lead the woman to dance. So I find social dancing is a great place to start, okay? But, find things that really gets you out of your comfort zone and gets you mingling with the opposite sex. Now, my third suggestion is building a social circle. So don't just use these social events to just meet single men, single women. Use it as a way to develop a social circle. So I always give a challenge to all of my students, especially the male students, and I say this, I say, hey, within the next 30 days, I give you this challenge. And I want you to say, organize a barbecue or organize an outing. And your mission is, you have to get out 6 women and 6 men, people that you individually invited. And if you can accomplish that, that means you've got really strong influence. Okay? Now, most of the time, these single men that reach out to me for coaching, they struggle to even have any female friends. And so that's an issue to begin with, because if you can't even maintain friendships with the opposite sex, how are you able to get a relationship going? Like, that's the big challenge right there, you know what I mean? So they're my 3 tips for you. Take that on board, take on board the challenge. And if you're looking for some one-on-one personalized coaching here in Melbourne, then DM me, jump onto our website, the link is in the bio, reach out to us, book in your strategy call with our team, and we'll see if you're a good fit. We'll see what works best for you. And we look forward to working with you in the future if you are the right fit. So my name's Andrew. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you soon.